Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Sunday, November 28th at 3:26 p.m. Pacific Standard Time by Zeno Reader. There are 583 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Public health experts warn of likely spread of new Omicron variant. Fox News host confronts GOP senator, "Why are you against raising debt limit?" Former Bears star Hampton arrested on drunken driving charge. Prince Charles questioned skin color of Meghan and Harry's unborn babies, new book claims. Meredith Kercher's killer blasts Amanda Knox, she knows the truth. Rap Lauren Boebert silent on criticism after she said Pete Buttigieg was trying to chest feed at same event she implied Rap Ilhan Omar was a terrorist. Michigan football coach Jim Harbaugh takes apparent jab at Ohio State coach Ryan Day after upset. 2-year-old missing after hunters find dad inside a submerged truck, Indiana cops say. Mike Lindell says he's pulling My Pillow ads from a Christian radio network because it won't discuss why he's been cancelled. Morrisville man missing for 2 weeks after car crash found alive, officials say. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. The best Cyber Monday PS5 SSD deal, XPG GAMX S70 Blade 1TB PS5 SSD upgrade for only $129.99, heatsink included, IGN. NFL Week 12 scores and live updates, The Washington Post. Security guard dies after being shot in attempted robbery of San Francisco news crew, CNN. COVID-19 test positive for Omicron after Africa Netherlands flights, BBC News. Virgil Abloh dies of cancer at 41, WWD. Peru's president pledges support for those affected by 7.5 magnitude earthquake, CNN. The Omicron variant reveals the true global danger of vaccine apartheid, The Guardian. Fauci says U.S. must prepare for Omicron variant, inevitably it will be here, ABC News. Online spending on Black Friday decreased for the very first time, The Verge. Alabama beats Auburn in Iron Bowl thriller, The New York Times. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Fauci says Omicron may not be big deal but U.S. should prepare for the worst. Anthony Fauci slams Ted Cruz over January 6 attack on U.S. Capitol. Stowaway found alive after flying to Miami in plane's landing gear. 61 passengers on 2 flights from South Africa to Netherlands tested positive for COVID-19. Insecure actor Tristan J. Winger is just hitting his stride in Hollywood. Insecure star Gene Ellie on his path to becoming one of the show's beloved characters. Jill Biden set to unveil White House holiday decoration theme. Omar seeks action over far-right Congresswoman's Islamophobic remarks. More trouble in QAnon, now Linwood says Stop the Steal is a deep state plot. Saudis poised to invest in Jared Kushner fund after cozy Trump White House ties, report. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Food pantries eye rising food costs. Passenger riding in back of truck killed in crash. Brain injury survivor appointed to state board. Toy drive held for those in the giving spirit. Man captured after police standoff. Man hit by stray bullet, killed on Thanksgiving. Kevin Strickland lights KC mayor's Christmas tree. Child found wandering alone returned to parents. San Antonio restaurant manager donates kidney to save customer's life. Family, friends mourn mom, 6-year-old daughter. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Growing list of nations on alert over new coronavirus variant. A wine rack on rails, UK businesses seek solutions to shortages. In a non-binary pronoun, France sees a US attack on the Republic. Laszlo Zibito, scientist, novelist and philanthropist, dies at 87. Sylvia Weinstock, the Da Vinci of wedding cakes, dies at 91. Why the feminist movement needs pro-life people. The woman on the bridge. How to enjoy the moment. Omicron is coming, the US must act now. Honduras election 2021, what's at stake? The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. GOP rep blasts Democrat for border crisis, and APIS, leadership in Congress needs to change and APIS. Heat and APIS, SU Donis Haslam cautions Jokic brothers about fanning flames, and APIS, what the hell you buying tickets for, and APIS. Biden and APIS, prematurely declared independence from the virus and APIS, NBC and APIS, Chuck Todd. Supreme Court and APIS, Mississippi abortion case is a pivotal moment for all who value life. NYC police investigating after unidentified human remains found on highway, no arrests made. Oklahoma's Lincoln Riley, I'm not going to be the next coach at LSU. Bill Belichick takes issue with Hall of Fame selection process, and APIS, it's not based on anything and APIS. Starting 11, Michigan finally beats Ohio State. Rep Katko, Biden and APIS, not doing anything and APIS, to stop the flow of drugs coming across border, killing Americans. Digital multitasking can be detrimental to a child's mental health, study warns. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, November 28th. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Picture exclusive, Jessie Nelson confirms romance with hunky Emily in Paris star Lucian Laviscount. Louis Vuitton's visionary artistic director Virgil Abloh, 41, dies of after secret cancer battle. Donald Trump Jr. attacks Biden for not curing cancer yet, I haven't seen much movement on that. UK is set for more snow and freezing conditions. Russian hacker wanted by FBI for using ransomware to fleece millions of dollars is unmasked. Who needs a coat? Leeds revelers brave the wind and bitter cold as Storm Arwen sweeps the UK. NJ to remove Woodrow Wilson's name from school over legacy of racism. Secondary school pupils should wear masks in communal areas, Department for Education announces. I'm a celeb veers from one disaster to another as Storm Arwen halts production. Minnesota teen fatally shoots 5-year-old child by accident at a family gathering for Thanksgiving. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Amid massive shortage, Canada taps strategic reserves of maple syrup. As Omicron variant is detected around the world, travel bans may be too late, experts say. Boris Johnson announces tougher entry rules after 2 cases of Omicron detected in the UK. As Afghanistan's economy collapses, international community looks for innovative ways to avoid humanitarian disaster. Seoul wants to build a metaverse. A virtual New Year's Eve ceremony will kick it off. Frustrated by vaccine inequity, a South African lab is on the cusp of replicating Moderna's shot. Israel bars all foreigners, reinstates phone surveillance in effort to contain Omicron variant. More Omicron cases pop up as world rushes to learn more. South Africa, which found the Omicron variant first, sequences less than 1% of coronavirus samples. Israel to allow 3,000 Ethiopian Jews to immigrate. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's US news feed. COVID live news, third Omicron case found in UK. Netherlands confirms at least 13 cases of new variant. Israel seals borders and Morocco bans flights as Omicron COVID fears rise. Jorginho spot on as Chelsea fight back for point against Manchester United. Fauci, US could face fifth wave of COVID as Omicron variant nears. Another tight draw as Carlsen and Iponiachchi battle for world title. Michael Cohen, prosecutors could indict Trump tomorrow if they wanted. Capitol attack, Schiff says Mark Meadows' contempt decision imminent. The human cost of Qatar's 2022 World Cup dream. Where has Omicron spread, and why are scientists so concerned? UK and France playing blame game after channel deaths, say Labour. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Community systems offer alternative paths for solar growth. Black Friday online sales dip for first time, Adobe finds. Australia confirms 2 Omicron cases as travel curbs tighten. Who is the real Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein enabler or pawn? Fauci says US must prepare for Omicron variant, inevitably it will be here. Swiss vote to approve COVID restrictions as infections rise. Train derails in suburban Atlanta, blocking streets. Israel tightens travel restrictions over new COVID variant. USGS, magnitude 7.5 earthquake strikes northern Peru. Is roadside bomb in Iraq leaves 5 Peshmerga dead, 4 wounded. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Channel migrants, France wants serious talks with UK. COVID-13 test positive for Omicron after Africa Netherlands flights. COVID, Swiss-backed government on COVID pass as cases surge. Kevin Strickland, fundraiser for exonerated Missouri man tops $1.50 m. COVID positive Czech president appoint a new PM from plexiglass box. Great Carnival of Dakar, fire eaters and dancers mark event. COVID, Australia woman charged after setting fire in quarantine hotel. New variant symptoms mild, says doctor who spotted it. COVID, Israel to impose travel ban for foreigners over new variant. New Zealand politician Julianne Jenter cycles to hospital to give birth. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Researchers announce discovery of ancient mammoth tusk found 10,000 feet deep in the ocean. It is astonishing, more than $2 million raised so far for victims of the Waukesha Christmas parade tragedy. The day in pictures. Oakland police increase reward for tips leading to arrest in security guard slaying. Make-A-Wish asks boy with a critical illness what he wants. Feed the homeless, he says. Mary J. Blige, Michael Rainey Jr. talk new season of Power Book AI, Ghost. A frightful flight, man stows away in plane's landing gear on flight from Guatemala to Miami. Experts warn Omicron could be in US undetected, scientists wait for key answers, cases found in UK, latest COVID updates. AP Top Stories November 27 p. Thanksgiving weekend snow in Great Lakes region could hamper holiday travel. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Facing new Omicron variant, LA County urges mask wearing, testing, vaccinations. San Diego Comic-Con is back, and the heroes are masked. Can former Scientologists take the church to court, or are religious tribunals the only recourse? As LA prepares to enforce vaccine mandate, businesses expect some unpleasantness. Crime on LA trains, buses rises as riders return. Poor people are suffering the most. The toll of one man's mental illness, 17 criminal cases, 6 competency hearings, 1 failed conservatorship. Wood-burning ban extended through Sunday for South Coast region. Omicron variant adds new peril to holiday season in California and beyond. Annual Hollywood Christmas Parade returns Sunday after pandemic hiatus. The Mighty Mo begins her 2nd century as a swimming champion. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, November 28, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. UAE decriminalizes premarital sexual relations among 40 legal changes in reform push. Honduras votes, leading leftist bids to end conservative 12-year rule. Iranian arrested in Kenya for planning terror attacks against Israeli targets, report. The Netherlands confirmed 13 cases of the new Omicron variant of the coronavirus on Sunday, and Australia found 2 as the countries half a world apart became the latest 2 detected in travelers arriving from southern Africa. Swiss reject plan to abolish COVID health pass, projection. Pakistan will ban conventional syringes and switch to single-use versions to stop blood infections, like an HIV outbreak that infected hundreds of children. Argentine court to hear Myanmar Rohingya genocide case. Extremely strong magnitude 7.5 earthquake hits northern Peru. U.S. Navy says it rescued 2 Iranians adrift in Gulf of Oman. Russia starts full-scale production of its unstoppable 6,670 miles per hour Zircon hypersonic missile as Moscow boasts it has capability to evade all Western defenses. Powerful 7.3 magnitude earthquake hits Peru. UAE says it will enact largest legal reform in its history, with 40 new laws to streamline trade, better protect women and ease restrictions on extramarital relationships. Face coverings mandatory again in England. Uber Eats to allow orders for cannabis in Ontario. The next headlines are from Forbes. Newcastle United's ambitions are a test for the fan-led review proposals. Box office, No Time to Die passes $750. Math Dune tops $50 mimics. NFL logo designer scores support after coming out as transgender. Novak Djokovic probably won't play Australian Open due to blackmails and conditions, his father says. The Biden administration's missile sale to Saudi Arabia is offensive, and must be stopped. Should Tesla have built its European Jaguar plant in the UK instead of Germany? Did Fox host suggest Omicron COVID-19 coronavirus variant is made up? 4 ways to experience wine differently this holiday season. Box office, House of Gucci nabs $21 million, Resident Evil bombs, licorice pizza soars. Boston Celtics stars getting something new, tough talk from Ime Udoka. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,747,622,424 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time, and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Virgil Abloh, Off-White founder and Louis Vuitton menswear artistic director, dies at 41. Lin-Manuel Miranda, Josh Groban and Sarah Bareilles honor Stephen Sondheim at Sunday performance in Times Square. Gotham Awards predictions, will Netflix rule both sides of film and TV with The Lost Daughter and Squid Game? Paul Thomas Anderson's Licorice Pizza lands pandemic best debut at indie box office. Why the Hot Zone, Anthrax created a composite investigator to tell terrorism story. Jeffrey Johnson, casting director of Cats and Phantom of the Opera, dies at 91. IDFA's artistic director on defending seriousness, dreams, experimentation in documentary filmmaking. Biden's antitrust squeeze may grease the wheels for TV deals, column. Disney's Encanto leads muted Thanksgiving box office, House of Gucci lands impressive debut. Domenico Procaccio's making directorial debut with Davis Cup docu-series The Team, trailer exclusive. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Fauci says the Omicron variant will inevitably appear in the U.S. The WHO is seeking a new treaty on handling future pandemics. It could be a hard sell. Iran nuclear talks are starting again. A lot has changed, and here's what's at stake. The Netherlands and Australia find the Omicron variant as curb spread. Once rare, lung transplants for COVID-19 patients are rising quickly. How vaccine makers plan to address the new COVID-19 Omicron variant. Honduran voters want to protest the president. Their options are a cast of characters. American whiskey makers set their sights on Europe as Trump-era tariffs are lifted. Peru has the world's highest COVID death rate. Here's why. At least 2 people have died during the first winter storm in the UK. The following headlines are from The Week. Dutch Health Ministry confirms 13 cases of Omicron variant. Swiss voters uphold COVID restrictions, approve increased healthcare funding. Taiwanese Air Force warns off incursion from increasingly bellicose China. Wisconsin senators issue bipartisan plea to stop politicizing Waukesha killings. South African Foreign Ministry objects to Omicron travel bans. Hondurans vote for new president as incumbent faces extradition. 5 cartoons about America's backsliding democracy. How Facebook's metaverse could change your life. The disappearing estate tax. 6 homes for food lovers. The next headlines are from Universe Today. It's time to stop doing anti-satellite tests. Stars getting kicked out of the Milky Way can help us map its dark matter halo. A machine learning algorithm just found 301 additional planets in Kepler data. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, November 28th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the 3rd most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Total solar eclipse of December 4th, 2021. Comet Leonard, now's the time to start watching. Why is Venus so bright? The constellation Cepheus the King looks like a house. Big-nosed dinosaur species discovered. Twilight in 1, 2, 3 stages. The next news is from Politico. Ukraine's president alleges coup attempt involving country's richest man. New German government should change tack over Nord Stream 2, Poland's PM says. Hundreds of House districts are being redrawn. Here's who's winning and losing. Omicron variant is high risk, European Centre for Disease Prevention and Control assesses. European Union, NATO stress unity on Belarus and Russia. Swiss voters back COVID passport. Mississippi governor draws lines on individual choice. Michael Cohen says Trump is grifting off the American people. Omicron variant will inevitably reach the U.S., Fauci says. Omicron raises concerns about global vaccine equity and hesitancy. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Czech president appoints new PM from plexiglass cube. The way we treat pain may be causing us harm. Travel bans may be too late to stop Omicron spread, experts say. PM's lack of purpose leads to disintegration of unity. Confused by conservatives and their take on cancel culture? I am too. ASX set to dive again as Omicron rattles global markets. NRL referee felt victimized over accent and Cody Ramsey try blunder. We have welfare standards for sheep and cattle, why not race horses? The long road to get Maeve's lobby for Parliament. Homeowners to face higher insurance costs due to construction boom. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Weekend sip. If you're celebrating Hanukkah, this cherry liquor might be the perfect sip to toast the Jewish holiday. In one chart, markets don't bottom on a Friday. COVID stock rout puts these S&P 500 levels in focus when trading resumes. Newswatch, here's what the Black Friday carnage may mean for the stock market's trade Monday, analysts say. Market Extra, the U.S. stock market suffers ugly Black Friday sell-off. Here are the biggest losers, and the winners. Market Snapshot, here's what the Black Friday carnage may mean for the stock market's trade Monday, analysts say. Financial crime, Montana steakhouse owner admits using a $75,000 COVID-19 disaster relief loan to buy vintage cars. Financial crime, former head of charity for sorority that counted Aretha Franklin, Betty Shabazz members sentenced for embezzlement. These Americans are twice as likely to blow past their budget this holiday season. The number one shopping scam this holiday season. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. IBM IP chief talks strategy, Ericsson's Vonage patent haul, hot the demand for 5G IP, Chinese open source revolution, Novo Nordisk's $3 billion IP driven by, plus much more. I am. Hub 71 and Khalifa University to accelerate opportunities for exceptional students to become CEOs of their own companies, Al-Balda. 3 young fair lawn inventors rank high in national competition, NorthJersey.com. Kaiser, innovation is the region's foundation and destiny, Roanoke Times. Want to meet a 10,000-year-old man, 10 reasons to visit Serbia's pavilion at Dubai Expo, Euronews. Lady Edison Henry blazed path for women inventors, The Daily Advance. The next headlines are from Quartz. The doctor who discovered Omicron described her patient's symptoms. Why does Quebec have a strategic reserve of maple syrup? New COVID-19 variant, Ethiopia's battle lines, gonna SkyTrain. Beijing's Peng Shuai problem. The following headlines are from TechDirt. This week in TechDirt history, November 21st, 27th. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Brendan Lemieux. Saint the NPSG. Michael Strahan. College football playoff. Chelsea vs Man United. Advent. Bader Chamois. Hanukkah. Nets. Oklahoma football. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Keep borders open despite COVID variants, WHO pleads. UK unveils new mask mandate and COVID testing rules, citing Omicron. Boxer Lopez branded sore loser in online roasting after humbling Canvas's loss. I need to make money, Bit-Knuckle ex-UFC pinup reveals brutal reality of MMA. British XMP hammers RAF for woke new gender-neutral term. Swiss get to choose whether to keep vaccine passports in place. Ex-Chelsea and England star Cole apologizes for Holocaust reference. New BLM fundraiser asks for $5 million after previous one is taken down. Morocco suspends air traffic due to Omicron. Fauci reveals plan to prepare Americans for Omicron. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. A thunderstorm is upon us. Biden's strategic oil reserve release will mostly go to China and India. Antifa member who took axe to Senate office given probation and his axe back. Omicron is extremely mild, says doctor who first discovered strain as numerous mutations destabilize the virus. A president betrayed by bureaucrats, Scott Atlas exposes the real COVID disaster. Watch, Tesla speeding down Middle Eastern freeway slams into camel, sending it flying. Goldman slams Omicron panic, this mutation is unlikely to be more malicious, no reason for portfolio changes. WHO explains why it skipped when naming new COVID-19 variant Omicron. Taliban PM seeks global help while blasting former US-backed regime as mass starvation looms. After Red Friday rout, will the Fed slow their roll? The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Ethiopian government forces in control of Chifra, state media. Iraqi Kurdish family mourns death of Channel shipwreck victim. Morocco suspends all incoming flights over Omicron. Omicron, vaccine nationalism will only perpetuate the pandemic. Will Gambians get justice after Barrow's deal with Jammeh Party? NSO blacklisting, it is time for the US to end its Cold War ways. Absolute chaos in South Africa as flights grounded over Omicron. UK seeks urgent migration talks with Europe after French snub. Czech president appoints coalition leader Petr Fiala as new PM. South African president urges lifting of travel bans, live. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Pray Together for Life in Mississippi, a Supreme Court set to hear major abortion case. Maxine Waters, Republicans are worse than evil, they display racism all the time. Ambassador, meeting with migrants will be highlight of Pope Francis' Cyprus visit. Report, Enes Kanter legally changes last name to Freedom ahead of U.S. citizenship. Fauci on GOP criticism, I'm going to be saving lives and they're going to be lying. Exclusive, Michigan's Tom Barrett, Democrat Alyssa Slotkin is not a moderate. DNA on mask leads to arrest of Chicago burglary suspect. Levi Strauss will host fireside chat with racial trauma specialist for employees over Rittenhouse acquittal. Half of French believe in demographic shift, great replacement theory. Flashback, 10 times Joe Biden promised to shut down the virus. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. Final Part 20, Army CIA unit studied the real UFO Blue Book cases. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. NASA and SpaceX launch first rocket to test defense against giant asteroid by starting with small one. Winner of 2021 Dyson Award goes to first ever device to monitor glaucoma symptoms from home. Spectacular coral event this year spawns hope and billions of babies for Great Barrier Reef, look. New 988 feet suicide prevention hotline will include texting option to make it easier. Firefighters rescue a dog trapped down a 15-foot underground burrow overnight. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, November 28th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. A New York City woman's coffee table was discovered to be part of a dance floor from ancient Roman Emperor Caligula's party yacht. Lucian Freud denies painting is by him, though it has been authenticated by experts. Man who poses with plastic crocodile learns the hard way that it's alive. Green MP Julianne Genter rides bike to hospital during labor at 2 a.m., gives birth to baby girl. Woman lights gaming machine on fire after losing, shot by fellow gamer who couldn't play anymore. Senior citizen charged with having unnatural sex with goat. Canadian anti-vaxxer ice cream boycott backfires, COVID-19 vaccine policy wins brand extra support. They say she rigged the homecoming queen contest, she faces decades behind bars. Amsterdam airport officials employed a herd of pigs to stop birds flying into plane engines, risking crashes and engine damage. Virginia firefighters rescue tortoise from inside tree. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. How to build a dev knowledge base ahead of your next job. This backup power battery and solar panel set can power your home for up to a week when the lights go out. These 10 e-learning bundles could start your 2022 on a career-expanding note. How NASA's spacecraft will smash into an asteroid and save Earth from harm next year. Want to develop ethical AI? Then we need more African voices. A Sam's Club membership for $19.99, plus a $10 gift card and other freebies for Black Friday. If you've ever wanted to learn to be an animator, this package can make it happen. Worried about AI ethics? Worry about developers' ethics first. 7 reasons why we are failing to decarbonize transport. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, November 28 from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Explore the Southwest through the eyes of local writers. Zion closes Emerald Pools trails for search and rescue effort. Gordon Monson, Bime's 10-2 season has put Bryant Gumbel's Bo Diddley to bed. Email after schoolgirl suicide reflects LDS leaders' increased willingness to confront racism. Scott D. Pierce, Utahns used to love the Waltons, will new generations watch the reboot? What a new Bayou study says about porn and how it affects couples. See photos of the holiday lights as crowds return to Salt Lake City's Temple Square for Yuletide display. Letter, for now, we continue only to dream of representation by true statesmen. Letter, we have been getting our essential services at a discount for decades. Gondola would be corporate welfare for Little Cottonwood Resorts, Robert Garrick writes. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. How to read a jellyfish's mind. Halo Infinite, fun to play, but newer gamers complain its reward system is slow. Researchers claim locally testable code breakthrough with exotic multidimensional graph. World's oldest person dies at age 124. A stem cell cure for type 1 diabetes? For one man, it seems to have worked. Squeezed light might produce breakthroughs in nano-sized electronics. Addressing buzz factor, PHP gets a foundation. Breakthrough by McMaster PhD student creates laser in silicon. Booster shots create a 23x increase in protective antibody levels, study suggests. Getting a crypto refund can be very expensive. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Large fire reported at recycling business in East St. Louis. Lambert Airport gearing up for large crowds as travelers head home after the holiday. Billikens beat Duke 4-3, move into NCAA soccer quarterfinals. St. Charles business owners worry roadblocks during festival will keep shoppers away. Piazza Emo on the Hill hosts Old World Christmas event Saturday. Police investigate after human remains found in South St. Louis County. COVID variant spreads to more countries as world on alert. Fox 2 reporter Elliot Davis among Media Person of the Year honorees. St. Louis native makes debut as Hollywood movie producer. Scenic Missouri Bridge the site of horrific 1991 murders. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. News Now, smash and grab, flash mob thieves hit California stores. Scale down Comic-Con adds focus to local vendors. Inmate falls ill, dies at San Diego Central Jail. Monuments vandalized with graffiti in Old Town Historical Park. Shoppers support local stores on Small Business Saturday. Security guard protecting TV news crew killed in attempted armed robbery. Barbecue grill fire destroys 2 homes in East County. Pickup truck driver killed in rollover crash after hitting 2 parked cars. Fauci speaks on possibility of Omicron COVID-19 variant already in U.S., I would not be surprised. Insane encounter with great white shark caught on camera in Hawaii. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. AM General develops hybrid electric version of iconic Humvee. Iveco delivers 500th Guarani armored vehicle to Brazilian Army. Russian cadets create one-of-a-kind spy drone. Russia unveils improved version of its new armored personnel carrier. U.S. Navy's Stingray drone is getting ready for its first carrier demonstration. U.S. Army to regain Arctic dominance. Russia says it launches mass production of Zircon hypersonic missiles. Advanced T-14 tanks will be delivered to the Russian Army by year's end. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, November 28, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Walnut Creek home vandalized with homophobic slur. Remembering Crone 4 security guard Kevin Nishida. Hot gifts for the holidays. Report, Boston Celtics Enes Kanter legally changes name. Friends, colleagues remember Crone 4 security guard killed in attempted armed robbery. Nightbird, Oct singer who earned Simon Cowell's Golden Buzzer, gives update on health. Former FBI agent, Brian Laundrie's family could face charges. Texas man seen shooting his partner's ex amid custody dispute claims self-defense, attorney. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. The latest, Titans Bullocks struggling against New England. Washington could get Samuel back against banged-up Seahawks. Encanto, House of Gucci fuel Thanksgiving box office. Poll alert, Michigan jumps 4 spots to number 2 behind Georgia in AP Top 25, followed by Cincinnati, Alabama, Oklahoma State. Colorado parts ways with offensive coordinator Calvarini. AP source, Florida tabs all coach Napier to replace Mullen. AP source says Florida is hiring Louisiana Lafayette's Billy Napier to be its next head football coach. Lockport's defense stymies Maine South in Class 8A title game. Aurora police rescue 5 from burning home, officer among 6 injured. Grammar Moses, enjoy some Thanksgiving leftovers. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Red earthquake alert, magnitude 7.5 m, depth 112.48 km, in Peru November 28, 2021, 10:50 to UTC, about 48,000 people within 100 kilometers. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil, Peru. Drought is ongoing in United States. Drought is ongoing in Democratic Republic of Congo, Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania, Uganda. Drought is ongoing in Canada, United States. Drought is ongoing in Nigeria. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Chile. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia. Drought is ongoing in Italy. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Democratic Republic of Congo. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, November 28th in the Greenwich Mean Time time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Disney's holiday specials returns to ABC with star-studded lineup, see who's performing. Giants set to honor Michael Strahan with jersey retirement during game versus Eagles. Police say 21-year-old driver killed in fiery crash along East X freeway was speeding. Innocent driver and passenger killed in crash with DWI suspect on Veterans Memorial. Houston Texans take on New York Jets following last week's end to 8-week losing streak. Cloudy Sunday with temps in the 60s. Jussie Smollett, Empire actor accused of faking racist attack, set to go on trial this week. Portion of yellow lot closed for today's Texans game as Astroworld investigation continues. Is it ever too early to put up a Christmas tree? Survey seeks answers in holiday's polarizing debate. 13 cases of Omicron COVID-19 variant confirmed in Netherlands, Australia reports 2. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Britain, Kazakhstan, Croatia advance at Davis Cup finals. The latest, Bengals up on Steelers early, looking for sweep. New country, new name for U.S. citizen Enes Kanter freedom. Israeli president celebrates Hanukkah at West Bank site. In Iraq, family mourns daughter who drowned crossing to UK. Thousands protest coronavirus restrictions in Czech capital. EU plane to monitor migrants on Channel shores after deaths. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. In praise of the movable room, how elevators made New York City. Experience the wonders of NYC while suspended 30 feet in the air inside a room in Times Square. Troubled New Jersey prison system lacks permanent leader and key watchdog. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. First person, disability reminds us that there is no such thing as normal. UNESCO member states adopt recommended ethics for AI. Digital child's play, protecting children from the impacts of AI. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. World Medical Association chair demands national lockdowns, compulsory jabs, fears COVID variant as dangerous as Ebola. Freedom to Travel Act of 2021 introduced in Congress. FBI and other agencies paid informants $548 million in recent years with many committing authorized crimes. New York declares a healthcare state of emergency over a COVID variant that doesn't exist in the state. Facebook's race-blind algorithm found 90% of hate speech directed toward white people and men. New variant, new travel restrictions, new lockdowns. Video, de Blasio admits Cuomo killed thousands. Large mob of looters hit Minneapolis Best Buy, California Home Depot on Black Friday. Bureaucrats' false promise, take 2 COVID shots and we will reopen. Pentagon creates new office to probe UFO reports. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. No, the Rittenhouses haven't sued Joy Beer, Whoopi Goldberg for defamation. Was this black cowboy the inspiration for the Lone Ranger? Can your iPhone notify you if it's going to snow? Is this Eazy-E with Betty White? Anti-government protesters blocked bridges, roads in Serbia. Did Wired Mag publish scary accurate predictions about 21st century in 1997? Identifying the right results in a search engine. Chick-fil-A will be closed on Christmas 2021, which is a Saturday. World on alert as UK reports cases of Omicron COVID variant. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Fauci, learn to live with COVID because we're not going to eradicate it. Victory for Prince Harry as the BBC changes Megxit to Sussexit. 13 Omicron cases confirmed in Amsterdam, Israel shuts border. QAnon hero Michael Flynn secretly said QAnon is total nonsense. The right's throwback cancel culture tactic, smear school books as porn. How Forza Horizon 5 Feet became the perfect game for the COVID era. The visible deterioration in American democracy is just the start. The next headlines are from the New York Post. NY State Trooper fires round on RFK Bridge after driver hits him, police sources. The best 112 Cyber Monday 2021 deals you can shop right now. Top economist warns conditions are ripe for 1970s-style stagflation. Olivia Culpo likes Super Bowl chances for Christian McCaffrey's Panthers. Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck pack on the PDA during Beverly Hills date night. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. The world's oldest trees. The oldest trees on Earth. Full interview, Dr. Anthony Fauci looks back on COVID-19 response. Biden promotes small businesses as stocks take a hit over Omicron fears. Countries reimpose restrictions as new Omicron COVID variant cases emerge. U.S. restricts travel from several African countries to slow spread of new COVID variant. Biden says new COVID variant underscores need for vaccines. WHO identifies new COVID variant of concern. Egypt to reopen ancient parade route, the Avenue of Sphinxes. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Louis Vuitton artistic director Virgil Abloh at 41 after secret cancer battle. Trump will lose if he runs again, says Michael Cohen. 2-year-old Indiana girl still missing after father found in river suffering from hypothermia. Nuclear talks with Iran, global power set to resume Monday. Critical questions about Omicron variant not yet answered, says NIH director. White House holiday decorations to be unveiled Monday. University of Nevada student dies after fraternity boxing match. U.S. will inevitably see Omicron variant of COVID, Fauci. Stowaway makes it from Guatemala to Miami by hiding in plane's landing gear compartment. Child injured in Waukesha Christmas parade attack released from hospital. The following headlines are from military.com. U.S. Navy destroyer makes rare port call in New Zealand. Widow of Korean dictator issues apology over brutal rule. Army SID offers $1,000 reward to help identify remains found on Fort Bliss in March. Some fear China could win from U.S. spat with Marshall Islands. U.S., 6 other nations urge tight ban on arms sales to Myanmar. Philippines rejects China's demand to remove ship from shoal. Man killed by San Francisco police was former Afghan interpreter for U.S. Special Forces. NATO chief warns Russia of costs if it moves on Ukraine. What happened to the Afghanistan evacuation? South Carolina's 250th tells revolution story, warts and all. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Virgil Abloh, prolific Illinois-born fashion designer and Louis Vuitton men's artistic director, dies at 41. Former Chicago Bears star Dan Hampton arrested on drunken driving charge in Indiana. Jussie Smollett to go on trial in alleged hoax attack that once captivated Chicago. CTA bus driver stabbed while confronting pickpocket on North Side, suspect charged. 1 dead, at least 11 wounded in shooting since late Friday afternoon, police say. African American Heritage Trail Project aims to preserve long history of blacks in Champaign County. Convicted gang boss Labar Span denies threatening witnesses in jail call posted to Instagram. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Community policing found to be ineffective in improving trust or reducing crime. Testing social scientists with replication studies shows them capable of changing their beliefs. creating a less fragile diamond using fullerenes. Rare hunting scene raises questions over polar bear diet. Gangotri wave connecting two of Milky Way's spiral arms discovered. A 3D ink made of living cells for creating living structures. Giving Melbonian rock frogs testosterone found to exaggerate their kicking gestures. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, November 28th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. What weather should we expect this winter? Cats know where their owners are. 5 of the most isolated peoples on Earth. The 24 best dog foods for dachshunds. How AI is hijacking art history. 'Tis the season to feel stress and sadness. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Fashion designer Virgil Abloh dies at 41. Seahawks hope to jumpstart late season run with a visit to FedEx Field, but enter game as underdogs. Number 21 Seton Hall pulls away to beat Bethune-Cookman 84-70. AP Top 25, Michigan rises to number 2, Oklahoma State up to 5th. Encanto, House of Gucci fuel Thanksgiving box office. Asian leaders at Economic Summit vow to help Afghanistan. New country, new name for U.S. citizen Enes Kanter freedom. Jorginho's penalty gives Chelsea 1-1 draw against Man United. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Hive updates, 49ers face Vikings in critical game for NFC wildcard race. Evander Kane to be placed on waivers by San Jose Sharks. My AP Top 25 ballot, Michigan climbed to number 2, ahead of Cincinnati and Alabama. Stanford football, the ugliest scoreboard in 15 years. Pac-12 rewind, division clarity, bowl math, QB whiffs, coaching stability, twin collapses and more. Honduran election could oust long-ruling National Party. Pacific Grove, monarch numbers continue to climb. How deadly is coronavirus? See where COVID-19 ranks among other causes of death. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Loki struggle leads to quiet draw as World Chess title fight remains tied. Amy Klobuchar predicts social spending bill will pass by Christmas. Fauci, Omicron variant will inevitably hit United States. U.S. Navy rescues 2 Iranians stranded in Gulf of Oman for 8 days. I represent science, Fauci claims GOP detractors are really criticizing science. Nashville police, 3 dead, 4 wounded in apartment shooting. Wisconsin senators issue joint statement urging people not to politicize Christmas parade attack. WHO accused of politics for naming latest variant Omicron instead of Xi. Seesaw battle leads to second draw to open World Chess title match. The next headlines are from The Intercept. An animal rights activist saved a sick baby goat from a farm and faces years in prison. Lawyers for accused 9/11 plotters say government withheld public information. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, November 28th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Let's reduce the misery. Fire McNaught, fire Ryan Pace, fire himself. George McCaskey has a lot of options. Michael O'Brien's final 2021 Super 25 high school football rankings. Man found fatally shot in parking lot at Granny Mills. What can be done to stop Chicago's black exodus? Jussie Smollett heads to trial, nearly 3 years after the former Empire star was accused of hate crime hoax. The Vooch isn't broken, but the Bulls need to get the big man going. 1 killed, teen among 22 wounded in citywide shooting since Friday evening. Dear Abby, golfers refuse to share a cart with a lone unvaccinated guy. Man charged with stabbing CTA bus driver in Lincoln Park. The next headlines are from the Times of India. Botswana woman goes missing in Madhya Pradesh. Omicron, new variant casts pall, shocks experts in South Africa. Veteran choreographer Shiva Shankar passes away. Several states tighten curbs amid Omicron scare, key points. BJP sweeps Tripura civic polls, how the results may impact national politics. E-Times Celeb Tracker, today's 20 best celeb moments. Jio increases price of some data plans, new prices. 45 hotels booked in Ranthambore for Vicky, Katrina's wedding. Iyer's Dream debut presents India with selection headache. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, November 28, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. 2021 ISL Playoff Match Fix, Day 2, Live Recap 2021 ISL Playoff Match Fix, Day 2, Live Recap, Swim. Tbilisi 2021, World Record falls in historic start, International Paralympic Committee. Zabo, Santos, and Revolta set up for 50-fly World Record showdown on Sunday, Swim. Iran goalkeeper awarded Guinness World Record for longest throw in a football match, Middle East Monitor. New world record, almost 30% efficiency for next-generation tandem solar cells, see Tech Daily. Meet the Cambridge students attempting to break a world record for charity, the tab. Barcelona got 225 Inter offer for Lionel Messi in 2006, more than quadruple the world record transfer fee, The Sun. Photos show Weymouth's Christmas lights switch on as crowds gather for Elf world record attempt, Dorset Echo. Dutch swimmer Martin van der Weijden sets new world record, IMX-bet in the Netherlands. All Blacks trainer Nick Gill smashes world record for riding an indoor bike, Stuff Co. NZ. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Stone Ocean's delightfully colorful opening brings JoJo's Bizarre Adventure back to CG. Open Channel, should video game shows remain animated, or go live action? Indian government tells Starlink to stop selling satellite internet until it gets a license to do so. Spotify pulls plug on car view feature, offers users no alternative. Creepy humanoid robo-artist gives public performance of its own AI-generated poetry. A new Witcher clip will remind you of Witcher 3's best DLC. Emerging Omicron coronavirus variant has officials worldwide on the defensive. Book of Boba Fett trailer hypes its helmeted anti-heroes return to crime. Birds of Prey gets censored on HBO Max, will get re-uncensored. Zendaya promises she'll be in more of Dune, Part 2. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Mardi in Australia at 111.02 degrees Fahrenheit or 43.9 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Agayakin in Russia at minus 54.4 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 48 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. The ancient origins of glass. We transformed a London borough into a game to get fewer people traveling by car. How Foundation preserved Asimov's big ideas while bringing the story to vivid life. This decorated mammoth ivory pendant is 41,500 years old. The best smartwatches and fitness tracker deals for Black Friday weekend, updated. The best Black Friday 2021 weekend deals on Apple devices. Why Omicron quickly became a variant of concern. All the best Black Friday 2021 deals we can find that are still available, updated. To help people with long COVID, scientists need to define it. It's time to fear the fungi. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Some of Trump's Senate picks are crashing and burning as primaries loom, report. What happened on January 6? Senator Anthony Fauci shreds Ted Cruz for threatening to put him in jail. Lauren Boebert needs to be subpoenaed to explain her violent revolution January 6 tweets, MSNBC contributor. Marjorie Taylor Greene rallies Republicans to shut down OSHA over communist tactics on work safety. Heidi Heitkamp smacks down Chris Christie with lesson on how blue states subsidize southern states. Michael Cohen tips off investigators on who they should squeeze to get to Trump. Hang on a minute, Chuck Todd confronts GOP governor who wants liberty for vaccines but not for abortion. Mark Meadows criminal referral decision likely this week, Adam Schiff. Unacceptable, GOP lawmaker in a panic that Marjorie Taylor Greene is becoming the face of the party. Former GOP lawmaker lays out plan to boot Boebert and Taylor Greene from Congress. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. MAGA congressman falsely claims Omicron variant is part of plot to rig 2022 election. How the infrastructure bill will help the West manage mega fires. Lauren Boebert apologizes for unnecessary distraction of her bigoted comments about Ilhan Omar. Here's what we know about the COVID-19 Omicron strain so far. The QAnon cult leader in Dallas has an allegedly violent past. Biden considering new protections for greater sage-grouse. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Looking for alien life, seek out alien tech, Wired. Alien organisms could hitch a ride on our spacecraft and contaminate Earth, scientists warn, Space.com. 15 Best Science and Environment Books 2021 Saturday Review, The Times. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, November 28, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Pentagon launches preemptive strike on Senate UFO law. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, November 28, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.